Tonight, before anything changes around you, something quiet can begin changing inside you. This is the invisible shift that changes everything overnight. Not because you force life to move faster, not because you finally become perfect, but because for the first time in a long time, you stop fighting yourself in the dark. You let your heart breathe. You let your body soften. You let your mind stop running from one worry to the next. And in that small, tender space, something begins. Maybe no one else can see it yet. Maybe your room looks the same. Your phone is still beside you. The same thoughts may still be waiting at the edge of your mind. The same questions may still be unanswered. The same life may still be resting around you. But inside you, something can turn. Not loudly, not dramatically, not with thunder. More like a small key turning in a quiet door. More like warm air entering a cold room. More like your heart whispering, I do not want to live against myself anymore. And maybe that is why you are here. Maybe some part of you is tired of pushing so hard, tired of trying to fix every feeling, tired of wondering when the change will finally come, tired of being strong in ways no one sees, tired of waking up with the same heaviness and going to sleep with the same silent questions. And tonight, you do not need to solve all of it. You do not need to understand your whole life. You do not need to know what tomorrow will bring. You only need to let one gentle truth come close. The shift begins inside. Breathe. It begins when you speak to yourself with more kindness. It begins when you stop calling your softness weakness. It begins when you let your body rest without guilt. It begins when you stop chasing the old story and open your heart to a new one. It begins when you say, even quietly, I am ready to feel safe within myself. And if a part of you is wondering whether these words are really for you, yes, they are. You are not here by accident. You are here because something in you still believes peace is possible. Something in you still believes your life can become softer. Something in you still believes that even after all you have carried, you can begin again. So let this be the night you stop measuring change by what the outside world can see. Let this be the night you listen for the quiet change beneath the surface. Let this be the night your heart receives a new message. You are safe here. You are loved here. You do not have to force anything here. Just breathe. Something gentle is already beginning. I know you have been carrying more than you say. Maybe you have learned how to smile while your heart feels tired. Maybe you have learned how to keep going while something inside you is asking for rest. Maybe you have become very good at saying, I am fine, when what you really mean is, I am trying. And tonight, you do not have to pretend. You do not have to hold your face in place. You do not have to explain why you feel heavy. You do not have to prove that your feelings are real. You can simply arrive here exactly as you are. There is nothing wrong with you because you feel tired. There is nothing wrong with you because you have doubts. There is nothing wrong with you because some days you still feel afraid. You are human. You have been touched by life. You have hoped for things. You have waited for things. You have lost patience with yourself. You have tried to become better, calmer, stronger, more open, more positive, more trusting. And maybe without meaning to, you turned your own healing into another place where you had to perform. But tonight, there is no performance here. There is only this soft moment, this breath, this small space where your heart can stop bracing, breathe. You may have thought that change had to feel big. You may have thought that transformation had to arrive with a clear sign, a sudden answer, a perfect feeling, a life that finally looks different. But some of the deepest changes are quiet. A seed does not make noise under the soil. Roots do not announce themselves while they grow in the dark. The moon does not hurry the night, and your heart does not need to rush its own becoming. The invisible shift begins when you stop treating yourself like a project that is late. It begins when you stop saying, "What is wrong with me?" and begin asking, "What part of me needs more love right now?" Take a moment right now and ask yourself, gently, when was the last time you truly gave yourself permission to rest? Not because you finished everything, not because everyone understood you, not because life became easy, but simply because you are a living, feeling soul and you deserve to be held by peace. If that question touches something in you, you may share one word in the comments later, just one word your heart needs tonight. Rest, trust, peace, love, softness. Beginning. Let it be simple. Let it be honest. Let it be yours. Because sometimes one word can open a door, sometimes as one breath can loosen a fear. Sometimes one kind sentence repeated slowly in the dark can begin changing the way your body receives life. And no, this is not about pretending everything is perfect. It is not about ignoring your pain. It is not about saying you should never feel sad, afraid, lonely, or unsure. It is about learning to be with yourself in a kinder way. It is about letting your inner world become a place you can come home to. It is about saying, I may not know everything tonight, but I can be gentle with myself tonight. Breathe. Maybe your mind has been loud. Maybe it keeps returning to old memories, old mistakes, old fears, old conversations you wish had gone differently. Maybe it keeps asking, what if nothing changes? What if I stay this way? What if I am too late? What if I missed my chance? And when those thoughts come, you do not need to fight them. You can place a hand over your heart if that feels right. You can breathe slowly. You can say, these are old fears. They are not the whole truth. You can say, I am allowed to meet this moment with tenderness. You can say, I do not have to believe every worried thought that passes through me. There is a quiet strength inside you, not the hard kind, not the kind that pushes and proves and hides all pain. A softer strength, the quiet strength of roots beneath the earth. Roots do not need applause. Roots do not need to be seen. They simply keep holding. They keep reaching. They keep finding what supports life. And this is what your spirit is doing tonight. Even if you feel still, even if you feel unsure, even if you do not yet feel changed, something in you is reaching toward peace. Something in you is learning how to receive love without earning it. Something in you is preparing to wake differently. Maybe not with a perfect life, maybe not with every answer, but with one softer breath, one kinder thought, one small space inside you that is no longer ruled by fear. That is enough for tonight. That is where we begin. Let your body become a little heavier now. Let your shoulders drop, even if only a little. Let your jaw soften. Let your hands rest. You do not need to hold the whole day anymore. You do not need to hold tomorrow. You do not need to hold every thought that comes. Just listen. Let these words move slowly. Let them touch you gently. You do not have to force yourself to believe everything at once. You can let each affirmation come near you like warm water touching tired hands. Softly, patiently, kindly. I am safe to soften tonight. I am safe to let my body release the shape of worry. I am safe to stop holding myself so tightly. Let that be the first door. I am safe to soften tonight. Not because everything outside me is perfect. Not because I have every answer. Not because I have finally become fearless. I am safe to soften because this moment is asking for gentleness. I can give myself that. I can let the breath move lower. I can let my chest open one small inch. I can let my face relax. I can let my heart stop standing guard for just a little while. I am safe to soften tonight, and if part of me is still tense, I do not judge it. If part of me still feels watchful, I do not push it away. If part of me needs more time, I give it time. Softness does not need to happen all at once. Softness can begin like morning mist over quiet water. Slowly, barely seen, still real. Breathe. I do not have to force my life tonight. I do not have to force an answer. I do not have to force a feeling. I do not have to force a door to open before it is ready. I do not have to force myself to be calm. I do not have to force myself to be different. I can simply be here. Breathing, listening, receiving. I do not have to force my life tonight. There is something kind about saying that. It gives the body permission to unclench. It tells the mind that it can stop running. It tells the heart that life is not asking for more pressure right now. I can still care about my dreams. I can still welcome change. I can still believe in something better. But I do not need to chase it through the dark. Tonight, I let life breathe with me. Tonight, I stop pulling on what needs time. Tonight, I let the invisible shift begin in peace. Something kind is beginning in me. Something kind is beginning in the way I speak to myself. Something kind is beginning in the way I listen to my own heart. Something kind is beginning in the space between one thought and the next. Even if I cannot see it clearly yet, I can feel the possibility of it. A small kindness, a small opening, a quiet turning. Something kind is beginning in me. Breathe. And I do not need to make it bigger right away. I do not need to name it. I do not need to explain it. I do not need to prove it. I can let it be small. Small can be sacred. A small flame can warm a dark room. A small breath can bring me back to now. A small yes inside my heart can begin a whole new way of living. So I say it again. Something kind is beginning in me, and I let it begin without fear. I allow my heart to breathe. I allow my heart to stop carrying every old ache at once. I allow my heart to rest from proving, chasing, waiting, and worrying. My heart has been so faithful. It has carried hope, even when hope felt thin. It has kept loving, even after disappointment. It has kept beating through days I did not know how to move through. So tonight, I speak to my heart with tenderness. I allow my heart to breathe. Breathe in softly. Let the heart know it is not alone. Breathe out slowly. Let the heart know it does not have to stay tight. I allow my heart to breathe. I allow space around my feelings. I allow room for comfort. I allow myself to be held by this quiet moment. My heart does not have to answer every question tonight. My heart does not have to protect me from every possible future. My heart can simply breathe. Breathe. I am learning to trust quiet change. I am learning that not every shift comes with a sign. I am learning that some changes happen under the surface where the world cannot measure them. I am learning that peace can begin before proof appears. I am learning that I can be changing even when life looks still. This is quiet change. This is inner change. This is the kind of change that begins in the way I hold myself. I am learning to trust quiet change. The sky does not become dawn all at once. First, there is a slight softening of the dark, a color that is almost not there, a quiet silver edge. Then slowly, light begins to gather. That is how I allow myself to change. No force, no rush, no demand, just a soft turning toward light. Again, I say it gently. I am learning to trust quiet change. My inner world can become peaceful now, not perfect. Peaceful, not empty of every thought. Peaceful, not free from every feeling. Peaceful. Peace does not mean I never feel anything hard. Peace means I can hold myself with love while the feelings pass through. Peace means I can breathe even here. Peace means I can stop making myself wrong for being human. Breathe. My inner world can become peaceful now. Like a room after a storm, I can open the window. I can let fresh air come in. I can let old heaviness move out slowly. I do not need to throw everything away. I do not need to rebuild myself tonight. I only need to let a little peace enter, a little peace in my breath, a little peace in my shoulders, a little peace in my thoughts, a little peace in the place inside me that has been waiting for kindness. I can rest while life continues to move. I do not have to stay awake in fear to keep life together. I do not have to worry all night to prove that I care. I do not have to hold every problem in my mind for it to be solved in time. I can rest. I can step back from the noise. I can let my body remember that rest is allowed. Life can continue to move while I sleep. I can rest while life continues to move. The earth does not stop turning because I close my eyes. The stars do not fall because I release control. The breath does not forget me when I stop thinking about it. There is a quiet rhythm holding more than my mind can hold. Tonight, I lean into that rhythm. Tonight, I let myself be a little less in charge. Tonight, I let rest become an act of trust. Breathe. I am not behind. I am not late for my own life. I am not missing the path because I need rest. I am not failing because I am still learning. I am not behind. Let those words come close. Let them touch the part of you that has been comparing. The part that looks at other people and wonders why they seem further ahead. The part that thinks it should have known more, done more, become more by now. I am not behind. My life is moving in a way I may not fully understand yet. My timing does not need to look like anyone else's. My heart does not need to bloom on someone else's schedule. Even a flower opens when it is ready. Even the tide returns in its own rhythm. Even the moon changes slowly, night by night, and still it is whole. So I release the pressure to be somewhere else. I am here, and here is enough for tonight. I am allowed to begin again. I am allowed to begin again softly. I am allowed to begin again without shame. I am allowed to begin again even if I have begun many times before. There is no failure in returning to myself. There is no shame in needing another breath. There is no punishment waiting for me because I am human. I am allowed to begin again. Breathe. I am allowed to begin again in the way I speak to myself. I am allowed to begin again in the way I rest. I am allowed to begin again in the way I receive love. I am allowed to begin again in the way I stop carrying old names for myself. Tonight can be a beginning, not a loud one, not a perfect one, a soft beginning, a private beginning, a beginning only my heart may understand, and that is enough. I welcome the invisible shift with an open heart. I welcome the quiet change I cannot yet explain. I welcome the soft movement beneath the surface of my life. I welcome the new thought that comes without force. I welcome the gentle breath that reminds me I am still here. I welcome the small feeling that maybe things can become kinder. I welcome the invisible shift with an open heart. And if my heart is not fully open yet, that is okay. I do not demand openness. I invite it. I do not force trust. I allow a little space for it. I do not need to throw the doors wide open. I can simply unlock one small window inside me. I can let one breeze of peace come in. I can let one warm thought rest in my chest. I can say I am willing. I am willing to receive a softer way. I am willing to feel safe in my own life. I am willing to let the invisible shift begin. Breathe. I release the need to understand everything right now. I release the need to know every step. I release the need to solve tomorrow before I rest tonight. Understanding can come in its own time. Clarity can rise when my mind is calm. The next step can reveal itself when I am ready to take it. For now, I release the need to understand everything right now. This does not mean I stop caring. It does not mean I stop listening. It does not mean I give away my power. It means I stop crushing my spirit with questions that cannot be answered in this exact moment. I let the unanswered things breathe. I let my mind step back. I let my heart rest from the weight of figuring it all out. I can be safe without knowing everything. I can be guided one small step at a time. My body is allowed to rest and restore. My body is allowed to be tired without being judged. My body is allowed to receive care. My body is allowed to soften into this moment. I speak to my body as a friend, not as a problem, not as something to criticize, not as something that must perform for my approval. My body has been carrying me through so much. Tonight, I offer it peace. Breathe. My body is allowed to rest and restore. My feet can soften. My legs can become heavy. My belly can stop gripping. My chest can open slowly. My shoulders can drop. My hands can unclench. My face can smooth. My eyes can rest. My breath can move like a calm wave. I do not need to force rest. I can allow rest. I can welcome rest. I can let rest find me. I am no longer at war with this moment. I stop fighting the fact that I am here. I stop arguing with what has already happened today. I stop replaying every detail as if worry can change the past. This moment is here, and I am here, and I can meet it gently. I am no longer at war with this moment. There is a soft power in accepting the present. Not because everything is easy, not because everything feels fair, but because fighting this moment keeps my heart tired. Tonight, I lower the weapon of self-judgment. Tonight, I stop using my mind against myself. Tonight, I let this moment become a resting place, a simple place, a quiet place, a place where I can breathe again, breathe. I am worthy of peace before anything is fixed. I do not have to earn peace by finishing every task. I do not have to earn peace by pleasing every person. I do not have to earn peace by becoming flawless. I am worthy of peace now, as I am, in this breath, in this body, in this night. I am worthy of peace before anything is fixed. Peace is not a prize at the end of perfection. Peace is a soft place I can return to little by little. Even if life is unfinished, I can feel a little peace. Even if my heart has questions, I can feel a little peace. Even if I am still growing, I can feel a little peace. I let peace come near me now. I let peace sit beside me. I let peace touch the edges of my thoughts. I am learning to be kind to the part of me that worries. I do not shame my worry. I do not yell at my fear. I do not call myself weak for needing comfort. The worried part of me is only trying to protect me. It may not always know the best way, but it is not my enemy. So I speak to it softly. I say, "Thank you for trying to keep me safe. You can rest now. Breathe." I am learning to be kind to the part of me that worries. When fear rises, I breathe. When worry speaks, I listen without obeying every word. When the old story returns, I do not panic. I place a hand on my heart. I remember that I am larger than this thought. I am deeper than this fear. I am more than the passing weather of my mind. I can be kind to my worry without letting worry lead my life. I let the old day leave my body. I let the words I heard today soften and fade. I let the small disappointments loosen. I let the pressure I carried begin to melt. I let the noise of the day step back from my heart. This day does not need to live in me all night. I let the old day leave my body. Maybe there were moments today that felt sharp. Maybe someone did not understand you. Maybe something did not go the way you hoped. Maybe you pushed through more than you wanted to. Maybe you were harder on yourself than you meant to be. It is okay. Let the day drain away like water from your hands. You do not need to keep holding it. You can bless what taught you. You can release what tired you. You can carry only what feels gentle enough to keep. Breathe. I am becoming a safe place for myself. I am becoming a softer home inside my own heart. I am becoming the voice I needed. I am becoming the comfort I used to wait for. Slowly, tenderly, one night at a time, I am becoming a safe place for myself. This is one of the deepest shifts, not the kind the world always notices, not the kind that needs to be posted or explained. It happens when your inner voice changes its tone. It happens when you stop meeting pain with criticism. It happens when you stop leaving yourself alone in hard moments. It happens when you say, I am here with you. I will not turn against you tonight. I am becoming a safe place for myself. I allow my mind to slow down. Thoughts may still come. That is okay. I do not need an empty mind. I only need a softer relationship with my mind. I can watch thoughts pass like clouds moving across a dark sky. I do not have to climb into every cloud. I do not have to follow every fear. I can stay here, breathing, resting, allowing. Breathe. I allow my mind to slow down, one thought at a time, one breath at a time, one gentle pause at a time. The mind does not need to be pushed into silence. It can be invited. It can be soothed. It can be given something kind to hold. So I give my mind this thought. I am safe enough to rest. And again, I am safe enough to rest. And once more, softer. I am safe enough to rest. I trust the quiet work happening inside me. I trust the slow softening. I trust the breath. I trust the small release in my shoulders. I trust the tiny space opening in my heart. I trust that change does not need to be loud to be real. I trust the quiet work happening inside me. There are things inside me that know how to return to balance. There are places in my heart that know how to open again. There is wisdom in me that does not need to shout. There is tenderness in me that has not disappeared. There is hope in me that may be small but still alive. I trust the quiet work happening inside me. I let the night hold what I cannot carry. Breathe. I do not need to chase what is meant to meet me. I do not need to run after peace as if it is far away. I do not need to beg love to find me. I do not need to prove my worth to life. What is truly meant for my growth can meet me in right timing. What is kind can come without me losing myself. What is loving does not require me to abandon my heart. I do not need to chase what is meant to meet me. I can take gentle steps. I can listen. I can open. I can receive. But I do not need to chase from panic. I do not need to shrink to be chosen. I do not need to exhaust myself trying to be enough. I am enough to begin receiving differently. I am enough to rest. I am enough to be loved in this moment. I let my breath carry me back to myself. Inhale slowly. I am here. Exhale softly. I return. Inhale gently. I am safe. Exhale slowly. I release. My breath is a small bridge back to now. I can cross it anytime. Breathe. I let my breath carry me back to myself. When my thoughts travel to the past, I breathe. When they run into the future, I breathe. When they become loud, I breathe. When I do not know what to do, I breathe. The breath does not ask me to be perfect. It meets me exactly where I am, again and again. It brings me home. I am allowed to receive comfort. I do not have to reject kindness. I do not have to turn away from softness. I do not have to prove that I can carry everything alone. I am allowed to receive comfort. Let those words be simple. Let them be true enough for tonight. I am allowed to receive comfort. Comfort may come as a breath, as warmth in the chest, as a slow voice in the dark, as a memory of being stronger than I thought, as a blanket around my body, as quiet tears that finally move, as one gentle sentence that reaches the place in me that has felt unseen. I do not need to decide how comfort arrives. I only need to stop pushing it away. I am allowed to receive comfort. Breathe. I choose a softer thought now, not a forced thought, not a fake thought, a softer thought, a thought that gives my body more room, a thought that gives my heart more air, a thought that does not punish me. I choose a softer thought now. Instead of saying, I am stuck, I can say, I am in a slow season of becoming. Instead of saying, nothing is changing, I can say, something may be changing beneath what I can see. Instead of saying, I should be further along, I can say, I am learning at the pace my soul can hold. Instead of saying, I cannot rest until everything is solved, I can say, rest may help me meet life more gently. I choose a softer thought now, and that softer thought becomes a softer place to live. My heart can open without being rushed. My heart can take its time. My heart can unfold like wings that have been closed for a long journey. My heart does not need to leap into trust. It can lean, it can turn, it can begin. My heart can open without being rushed. Breathe. If my heart has been guarded, I honor that. If my heart has been tired, I honor that. If my heart has needed quiet, I honor that. Nothing in me needs to be forced open. Love can be patient with me. Peace can be patient with me. I can be patient with myself. My heart can open without being rushed. I am held by this present breath, not by yesterday, not by tomorrow, not by every possible outcome, by this breath, this gentle breath, this breath that is here now I am held by this present breath. Let the breath be enough for a moment, not the whole plan, not the perfect answer, just the breath, in, out, here, now, alive, softening. I am held by this present breath, and in this breath I can stop running. In this breath I can stop bracing. In this breath I can let myself be here. Breathe. I release the old story one layer at a time. I do not need to tear it away. I do not need to fight with it. I do not need to hate it. I can release it gently, like taking off a heavy coat after a long, cold day. Layer by layer, thought by thought, breath by breath, I release the old story one layer at a time. The story that said, I am too late. The story that said, I am not enough. The story that said, I must earn rest. The story that said, I have to be perfect to be loved. The story that said, nothing can change. I do not need to carry every old sentence into tomorrow. Some of them can end here. Some of them can loosen tonight. Some of them can fall away while I sleep. I release the old story one layer at a time. I welcome a kinder story into my heart, a story where I am not against myself, a story where change can be gentle, a story where rest is holy in its own quiet way, a story where I do not have to chase love, a story where I am allowed to feel supported, a story where I wake with more softness than I had before. I welcome a kinder story into my heart. Breathe. And I do not need to know the whole story yet. I only need the next kind sentence. I only need the next calm breath. I only need the next moment of not abandoning myself. A kinder story can begin with one line. Tonight I choose to be gentle with myself. Again, softer. Tonight I choose to be gentle with myself. One more time. Tonight I choose to be gentle with myself. The change I seek can begin in silence. It does not need applause. It does not need proof. It does not need to be understood by everyone. The change I seek can begin in silence, right here, in this quiet room, in this listening heart, in this breath that asks for nothing except space. Some changes begin with a decision no one hears, a decision to stop speaking to yourself with cruelty, a decision to rest before you collapse, a decision to listen to your body with more kindness, a decision to stop calling your needs too much, a decision to let life meet you in a softer way. The change I seek can begin in silence, and tonight, silence can become a doorway. Breathe. I let peace enter through the smallest opening. I do not need to be fully ready. I do not need to feel completely calm. I do not need to understand how peace will grow. I only need to let it enter through the smallest opening. A breath, a pause, a gentle word, a warm feeling in my chest, a softening behind my eyes. I let peace enter through the smallest opening. like rain finding dry earth, like warmth finding cold hands, like a quiet song heard from far away. Peace does not need to rush. It can come slowly, and I can receive it slowly. There is no test here. There is no failure here. There is only this gentle invitation. Let peace come in. I am loved in ways I am still learning to receive. I am loved by the breath that keeps returning. I am loved by the quiet life inside me that keeps choosing another day. I am loved by the part of me that still hopes. I am loved by the kindness I am learning to give myself. I am loved in ways I am still learning to receive. Breathe. Maybe love has not always felt easy. Maybe love has felt confusing. Maybe love has felt like something you had to earn, chase, explain, or protect. But tonight, let love become simpler. Love can be this breath. Love can be this softness. Love can be the way you stop attacking yourself. Love can be the way you allow your own heart to rest. I am loved in ways I am still learning to receive, and I am willing to learn. I am not my fear. I am the one who can comfort my fear. I am not my worry. I am the one who can hold my worry with care. I am not my past. I am the one who can meet this moment with new tenderness. I am not the storm inside my mind. I am the sky that can hold the storm and still remain wide. I am not my fear. Fear may visit, but it does not define me. Fear may speak, but it does not own my voice. Fear may rise, but it does not get to choose the whole direction of my life. I can feel fear and still choose kindness. I can feel fear and still breathe. I can feel fear and still open a small space for trust. I am not my fear. I am deeper than fear. Breathe. I allow the night to be gentle with me. I allow darkness to become soft, not frightening. I allow stillness to become a place of rest, not loneliness. I allow quiet to wrap around me like warm cloth. I allow the night to be gentle with me. Tonight is not here to punish me. Tonight is not here to remind me of everything unfinished. Tonight can become a resting place, a soft shore, a dark sky full of room, a peaceful pause between what was and what is coming. I allow the night to be gentle with me, and I allow myself to be gentle with the night. I am learning to receive without guilt. I can receive rest. I can receive care. I can receive kind words. I can receive peace. I can receive support. I can receive without needing to explain why I deserve it. I am learning to receive without guilt. Breathe. Receiving does not make me selfish. Receiving does not make me weak. Receiving does not take love away from anyone else. When I receive peace, I become softer. When I receive rest, I become more present. When I receive kindness, I remember how to offer kindness. So tonight, I practice receiving, not grabbing, not forcing, just opening. I am learning to receive without guilt. My life can become softer from the inside out, not because every outside thing changes at once, not because every problem disappears, not because I control every outcome. My life can become softer because I stop meeting myself with harshness. My life can become softer because I let my breath slow down. My life can become softer because I choose a kinder inner tone. My life can become softer from the inside out. Like warm water moving through a frozen place, like a candle lit in a room that forgot it could glow, like roots finding water under the soil. Softness is not weakness. Softness is a way of coming back to life. Softness is the door, and tonight I am willing to open it. Breathe. I give myself permission to stop proving. I do not need to prove that I am tired. I do not need to prove that I have tried. I do not need to prove that I deserve tenderness. I do not need to prove my worth by carrying more than my heart can hold. I give myself permission to stop proving. I can put down the invisible weight of always needing to be understood. I can put down the need to explain every feeling. I can put down the old habit of working so hard for love. Tonight, I do not perform peace. I receive peace. Tonight, I do not perform strength. I allow rest. Tonight, I do not perform healing. I support my healing journey with kindness. I trust that tomorrow can meet a softer version of me. Not a perfect version, a softer version. A version that has rested a little. A version that has spoken kindly to itself. A version that has released one old fee. A version that has allowed the invisible shift to begin. I trust that tomorrow can meet a softer version of me. Breathe. And if tomorrow still has challenges, I can meet them with more breath. If tomorrow still has questions, I can meet them with more patience. If tomorrow still asks something of me, I can answer from a steadier place. The whole world does not need to change overnight for something real to change in me. One softening is real. One calmer breath is real. One kinder thought is real. I trust that tomorrow can meet a softer version of me. I belong to this moment. I do not need to escape it. I do not need to fight it. I do not need to rush past it. I belong to this moment because this is where my life is touching me now. I can be here. I can breathe here. I can soften here. I belong to this moment, and in this moment, I am not alone. My breath is with me. My heart is with me. My body is with me. This quiet space is with me. The words are with me. The night is holding me in its wide, gentle hands. I belong to this moment. and this moment can hold me. Breathe. I allow hope to return quietly. I do not demand that hope become huge. I do not force hope to prove itself. I allow hope to return quietly. Like a bird landing on a branch after rain, like a small flame protected by two careful hands, like the first star showing itself before the whole sky is ready. Hope can be small tonight. Small hope is still hope. I allow hope to return quietly. Hope that I can feel better inside myself. Hope that I can rest more deeply. Hope that I can speak to myself with more love. Hope that my life can unfold in ways I have not yet seen. Hope that this invisible shift is already moving through me. I do not need to chase hope. I can let it come close. I can let it sit beside me. I can let it breathe with me. I am safe enough to let go a little. Not all at once, just a little. I am safe enough to loosen one thought. I am safe enough to relax one muscle. I am safe enough to release one old sentence. I am safe enough to stop holding my breath against life. I am safe enough to let go a little. Breathe. Letting go does not mean I stop caring. Letting go does not mean I give up on what matters. Letting go means I stop hurting myself with what I cannot control tonight. It means I open my hand. It means I let my body rest. It means I trust that I can return to life with more calm. I am safe enough to let go a little, and a little is enough. I am becoming gentle with my own becoming. I am no longer rushing my growth. I am no longer shaming my slow days. I am no longer demanding that my heart open faster than it can. I am becoming gentle with my own becoming. There is no race here. There is no finish line I have missed. There is no perfect version of me standing far away, angry that I have not arrived yet. There is only me, here, growing, learning, softening, returning. I am becoming gentle with my own becoming, and this gentleness is part of the change. Breathe. My feelings are allowed to move through me. They do not need to stay forever. They do not need to, define the whole night. They do not need to become my identity. My feelings are allowed to move through me, like weather across a wide sky, like waves touching the shore and pulling back again, like wind passing through tall grass. They can move. I can let them move. If sadness comes, I hold it gently. If fear comes, I breathe with it. If loneliness comes, I speak kindly to the place that aches. If peace comes, I receive it without pushing it away. All of it can move through. I do not need to trap any feeling inside me. I do not need to become any feeling forever. My feelings are allowed to move through me, and I remain here, soft and present. I open to the good I cannot see yet. I open to comfort I have not expected. I open to answers that may come quietly. I open to support that may arrive in simple ways. I open to peace that begins inside before the outside changes. I open to the good I cannot see yet. Breathe. This is not forcing. This is not pretending. This is simply leaving the door unlocked. I do not need to know how the good will come. I do not need to make it happen tonight. I do not need to stay awake watching for it. I can open. I can rest. I can let life move in ways my tired mind does not need to manage. I open to the good I cannot see yet. I let my inner voice become warm. I let the way I speak to myself become softer. I let my thoughts carry less sharpness. I let my mind learn a new tone. I let my inner voice become warm. Maybe the old voice has been strict. Maybe it has pushed you. Maybe it has reminded you of mistakes. Maybe it has tried to protect you by keeping you alert. But now, the voice inside you can learn another way. It can say, you are doing enough for tonight. It can say, you are allowed to rest. It can say, you do not have to be perfect to be loved. It can say, I am here with you. I let my inner voice become warm, and warmth begins to change the room inside me. Breathe. I accept this quiet beginning. I do not need it to look impressive. I do not need it to feel dramatic. I do not need anyone else to notice. I accept this quiet beginning. Maybe this is how a new life begins. Not with noise, not with pressure, not with a perfect plan, but with one tired soul deciding not to be cruel to itself anymore, with one soft breath, with one open hand, with one honest whisper in the dark. I am ready for peace. I accept this quiet beginning. I am safe. I am safe in this breath. I am safe to pause. I am safe to soften. I am safe to stop pushing for a moment. I am safe to let kind words reach me. I am safe to be here as I am. Breathe. I am safe. Not because I control everything. Not because I never feel fear. Not because I understand every path. I am safe because I can return to myself. I am safe because I can breathe. I am safe because I can meet this moment with gentleness. I am safe enough for the next breath, and the next, and the next. I am loved. I am loved in this quiet place. I am loved even when I am tired. I am loved even when I am unsure. I am loved even when I do not know how to love myself perfectly. Love does not need me to perform tonight. Love meets me here. I am loved. Let that be very simple. Not something to prove. Not something to chase. Not something to earn. just a gentle truth to practice receiving. I am loved in the way breath returns. I am loved in the way my heart still reaches for peace. I am loved in the way I am choosing softness now. I am loved, and I allow that love to come a little closer. Breathe. I am ready for the invisible shift. I am ready for the quiet change beneath the surface. I am ready to release the old fight inside me. I am ready to wake with a heart that feels a little lighter. I am ready to let peace begin where pressure used to live. I am ready for the invisible shift. I do not need to know what it will look like. I do not need to rush it. I do not need to control it. I only need to allow it, like a door opening without a sound, like warmth returning to a room, like roots drinking in the deep, dark earth, like wings remembering the sky before they open. I am ready for the invisible shift, and I let it begin now. I rest in the truth that I am enough for tonight. I have done enough for tonight. I have carried enough for tonight. I have thought enough for tonight. I have tried enough for tonight. Now I can rest. Now I can soften. Now I can receive. I am enough for tonight. Breathe. You do not have to become more before you are worthy of peace. You do not have to explain your life to anyone in this moment. You do not have to hold your breath for permission. You can let the words settle. I am enough for tonight. I am enough in this breath. I am enough in this body. I am enough in this quiet beginning. And now let these first words gather inside you. I am safe to soften tonight. I do not have to force my life tonight. Something kind is beginning in me. I allow my heart to breathe. I am learning to trust quiet change. My inner world can become peaceful now. I can rest while life continues to move. I am not behind. I am allowed to begin again. I welcome the invisible shift with an open heart. Let them move slowly through your body. Let them touch the places that have felt tense. Let them settle into the places that have waited for comfort. Let them become soft footsteps inside you. I am safe to soften. I am safe to breathe. I am safe to rest. I am safe to begin again. Breathe. You do not need to remember every word. Your heart can receive what it needs. Your body can take in the tone. Your mind can follow the rhythm. Your spirit can rest in the feeling. And if only one sentence stays with you tonight, let it be this. Something kind is beginning in me. Again, softly. Something kind is beginning in me. One more time, like a whisper in a dark room. Something kind is beginning in me. Let that sentence be enough. Let it be a small lantern. Let it glow under the closed doors of your heart. Let it remind you that change can begin quietly. Let it remind you that the night can hold you. Let it remind you that you are not too late. You are here. You are breathing. You are listening. You are allowing. And something kind is beginning in you. And now, let the words become even slower. Let them move under the surface. Let them go deeper than the thinking mind. Let them reach the quiet place in you that does not need many explanations. There is a kind of change that happens the way a snow globe settles. At first, everything is moving. Little pieces of old thought are floating everywhere. Memories rise. Questions rise. Fear rises. The mind shakes one thing, then another. It says, what about this? What about that? What if I made the wrong choice? What if nothing becomes different? And all the while, your heart is only asking for one gentle thing. Stillness. A snow globe does not become clear because someone yells at it. It does not become calm because it is forced. It becomes clear when it is placed down, when no one shakes it for a little while, when it is allowed to settle. And this is what you are doing now. You are placing your inner world down. You are no longer shaking every fear. You are no longer turning every question over and over in your hands. You are no longer asking your tired mind to solve what your rested heart may understand later. You are letting the little pieces fall gently, one by one, slowly, softly, until something inside you can see again. Breathe. Let that sink in. Let it rest in your heart. You do not need to shake your life to make it change. You do not need to shake your feelings to make them move. You do not need to shake your future to make it arrive faster. Sometimes the shift happens when you stop disturbing the quiet. Sometimes the answer comes after the nervous voice grows tired. Sometimes peace appears when you stop asking peace to hurry. There is nothing you need to do right now, nothing to fix in this moment, nothing to prove, nothing to push, nothing to become before you are allowed to rest. Everything can wait. Just breathe and let the inner snow begin to settle. For so long, maybe you believed that change required effort every second. More thinking, more planning, more checking, more trying, more becoming, more becoming, more becoming. But sometimes your deepest transformation begins when you stop adding more pressure to your heart. You stop gripping the question. You stop pulling at the door. You stop standing in the middle of your own life saying, "Why is this not different yet?" And instead, you sit down inside yourself. You place your hand on your heart. You take a breath, and you say, "I can let this become clear in peace." That is the invisible shift. It is the moment you no longer treat peace as something far away. It is the moment you stop believing worry is the same as care. It is the moment you stop confusing control with safety. It is the moment you stop asking your fear to be the guide, and gently, gently you invite another voice to speak, a warmer voice, a slower voice, a voice that does not rush you, a voice that says you are safe here, a voice that says everything can wait for this breath, a voice that says you do not need to know the whole path to be held in this step. Breathe. Imagine now a quiet field held under the night sky. Nothing is blooming loudly, nothing is asking for attention. The field is dark, still, wide. But under the earth, life is not absent. It is listening, it is resting, it is gathering. There are seeds beneath the soil that do not look alive from the surface. Yet in the deep dark, they are changing. They are softening at the edges. They are receiving what they need. They are becoming ready. You are allowed to be like that. You are allowed to have a season where your change is not visible yet. You are allowed to be softening in secret. You are allowed to be preparing beneath the surface. You are allowed to rest while something sacred and quiet reorganizes inside you. The world may not see it. You may not even fully see it. But something in you knows. Something in you can feel the beginning. Something in you can feel that the old way of holding yourself is growing too heavy, and a new way is coming, a softer way, a steadier way, a kinder way. If you feel safe, you can ask yourself this gentle question now. What is one part of me that is ready to stop fighting? Just one part. Not your whole life, not every memory, not every fear. Just one place inside you that is tired of being held in tension. Maybe it is your chest. Maybe it is your stomach. Maybe it is your shoulders. Maybe it is your jaw. Maybe it is the part of your heart that keeps waiting for permission to rest. You do not need to answer out loud, but if one word comes to you, you may hold it softly. And later, if your heart wants to, you can share that one word in the comments. Release, trust, rest, forgiveness, peace, home. Let the word be a small doorway, because this is not about becoming someone else. It is about returning to yourself without fear. It is about knowing that you can be unfinished and still worthy of calm. You can be tired and still worthy of tenderness. You can be uncertain and still worthy of love. You can be in the middle of your becoming and still worthy of rest. Nothing about this moment needs to reject you. Nothing about this night needs to punish you. Nothing about your slower pace means you are failing. Breathe. The shift does not always look like power. Sometimes it looks like surrender. Sometimes it looks like unclenching your hands. Sometimes it looks like turning off the noise. Sometimes it looks like leaving one old thought alone. Sometimes it looks like lying in the dark and finally saying, I do not want to be unkind to myself anymore. That sentence alone can change the air inside you. That sentence alone can open a window in the heart. That sentence alone can begin the invisible shift. And maybe tonight you are not here to become brighter. Maybe tonight you are here to become quieter, not empty, not numb, quiet. Quiet enough to hear your own soul again. Quiet enough to notice the breath. Quiet enough to feel that the body has been asking for mercy. Quiet enough to understand that you do not need to chase every thought that enters. Quiet enough to remember that you are still here, still breathing, still worthy, still loved. Let that be the deep thought for this moment. Change can be quiet. Change can happen beneath the surface. Change can begin while your life looks the same. Change can begin when the inner shaking slows. Change can begin when you let your heart rest from the fight. You do not need to create a loud miracle tonight. You only need to let one gentle truth settle. You are safe here. Everything can wait. Just breathe. The shift is already moving in the quiet. Now let the affirmations come deeper. Let them move more slowly. Let each one touch the part of you that has been trying to be brave for too long. Do not try to hold all of them. Just let them pass through you, like soft bells in the night, like warm rain on a closed hand, like a voice beside you saying, "You can rest now." I give my soul permission to stop bracing. I give my soul permission to lay down the old watchfulness. I give my soul permission to stop standing at the door of every possible fear. I have been alert for so long. I have been ready for so much. I have watched for what could go wrong. I have guarded myself in ways I did not even notice. But now, gently, I give my soul permission to stop bracing. Let that sink in. You do not need to live with your whole body prepared for danger. You do not need to meet every moment with tight shoulders and a held breath. You do not need to scan the future before you are allowed to be here. Tonight, your soul can rest from the old alarm. Tonight, your inner guard can sit down. Tonight, the part of you that has been watching the door can hear this truth. You are safe here. You can breathe now. You can stop bracing for a little while. Breathe. I let my heart be held without asking how. I do not need to know the shape of the comfort. I do not need to know where peace will come from. I do not need to understand every unseen kindness moving toward me. I let my heart be held without asking how. Maybe comfort comes through this breath. Maybe it comes through the warmth of the blanket. Maybe it comes through the quiet darkness. Maybe it comes through a sentence that finally reaches you. Maybe it comes through your own hand resting on your heart. The how does not matter right now. You do not need to manage the way peace arrives. You can simply receive the feeling of being held. I let my heart be held without asking how. I let my tired places be met with softness. I let the night carry what I cannot explain. I am allowed to stop earning tenderness. I am allowed to receive softness before I finish everything. I am allowed to be cared for before I become stronger. I am allowed to be gentle with myself before I know the answer. I am allowed to stop earning tenderness. This is a deep truth. Let it rest in your heart. You do not need to become more lovable before you are treated with kindness. You do not need to suffer enough before you are worthy of comfort. You do not need to break down completely before you are allowed to rest. Tenderness is not a reward. Tenderness is a need. Tenderness is a way your heart remembers it can trust. Tenderness is a warm place inside the cold. And tonight, you are allowed to receive it. Breathe. The quiet part of me knows the way. The quiet part of me knows how to return to peace. The quiet part of me knows what feels kind. The quiet part of me knows when to loosen, when to wait, when to breathe, when to let go. The quiet part of me knows the way. Your loud thoughts may not know. Your fear may not know. Your tired mind may not know. But somewhere beneath the noise, there is a simple knowing. It does not shout. It does not argue. It does not rush. It feels like a soft yes in the chest. It feels like space. It feels like relief. It feels like the breath becoming easier. The quiet part of you knows the way. And tonight, you can listen without forcing. I no longer need pain to prove that I care. I no longer need worry to prove that I am responsible. I no longer need tension to prove that I am trying. I no longer need pain to prove that I care. Breathe. This may touch something deep in you, because maybe you learned to measure love by how much you carried. Maybe you learned to measure effort by how much you suffered. Maybe you thought if you stopped worrying, it meant you were giving up. But peace is not giving up. Rest is not giving up. Softening is not giving up. You can care deeply and still breathe. You can love deeply and still rest. You can hold hope without holding pain so tightly. I no longer need pain to prove that I care. I can care from a softer place now. My life is allowed to surprise me gently. My life is allowed to bring me comfort in quiet ways. My life is allowed to open where I thought there was only a wall. My life is allowed to surprise me gently, not with pressure, not with a demand, not with a promise that everything must happen exactly as I imagine, just with openness, with a small space in the heart, with a willingness to believe that the story is not finished, with a willingness to let goodness arrive without needing to control the path. My life is allowed to surprise me gently. I do not close every door with old fear. I leave room for one kind surprise. I leave room for one soft change. I leave room for one new breath. Breathe. I forgive myself for not knowing sooner. I forgive myself for learning slowly. I forgive myself for the nights I did not know how to be kind to myself. I forgive myself for not knowing sooner. This is a tender place. Do not rush it. Maybe there are choices you still think about. Maybe there are moments you wish you could change. Maybe there are words you wish you had said differently. Maybe there are years you wish you had lived with more love. But you were learning. You were surviving. You were doing what you knew how to do with the light you had then. And now there is more light. Now there is more tenderness. Now there is more breath. I forgive myself for not knowing sooner. I meet my past self with mercy. I meet my present self with care. I let my nervous energy turn into quiet trust. I let the rush in my chest slow down. I let the tightness in my belly soften. I let the movement inside me become calmer. I let my nervous inner turn into quiet trust. Breathe. There is nothing you need to do right now. Nothing to chase, nothing to prepare, nothing to explain. Everything can wait. Let the body hear that. Everything can wait. Your breath can slow, your thoughts can soften, your heart can stop reaching for the next thing. I let my nervous energy turn into quiet trust. And quiet trust is enough for this moment. I am not here to punish myself into change. I am here to love myself into peace. I am not here to shame myself into growth. I am here to support my healing journey with kindness. I am not here to punish myself into change. Feel how different that is. Punishment makes the body close. Love gives the body space. Shame makes the heart hide. Kindness invites the heart out slowly. Pressure makes the mind loud. Gentleness lets the mind become clear. Tonight, you do not need to attack yourself into becoming better. You can love yourself into becoming softer. You can love yourself into feeling safe enough to choose again. I am not here to punish myself into change. I am here to come home to myself with love. Breathe. The part of me that is tired deserves my compassion. The part of me that has been strong deserves rest. The part of me that has been silent deserves gentleness. The part of me that is tired deserves my compassion. If you have been carrying something for a long time, let this sentence touch you. You do not need to hide your tiredness here. You do not need to dress it up. You do not need to call it laziness. You do not need to call it failure. Tiredness is often a message, a soft message, a human message, a message that says, "Please be kind to me now." So you answer with compassion. You answer with a slower breath. You answer with permission to rest. The part of you that is tired deserves your compassion, not later. Now, I let love reach the places I kept hidden. I let love reach the quiet ache. I let love reach the old shame. I let love reach the part of me that learned to smile while hurting. I let love reach the places I kept hidden. Breathe. You do not have to open every hidden place at once. You do not have to speak every memory. You do not have to explain every wound. Love can enter gently, like warmth under a closed door, like morning touching the edge of a curtain, like a soft hand resting near yours, not grabbing, not forcing, just staying. I let love reach the places I kept hidden. I let love be patient with me. I let love stay. My worth does not disappear when I struggle. My worth does not shrink when I am unsure. My worth does not leave me when I need time. My worth does not disappear when I struggle. Let this one go deep. Let it rest in your heart. You have not lost your worth because you are tired. You have not lost your worth because you are still healing emotionally. You have not lost your worth because you do not have every answer. You have not lost your worth because you are in the middle. Your worth is not a fragile thing that breaks every time life feels heavy. It is quieter than that, deeper than that, more steady than that. My worth does not disappear, or when I struggle, I am still worthy in the middle of my becoming. Breathe. I choose to stop speaking to myself like an enemy. I choose to stop using harsh words inside my own mind. I choose to stop making my heart afraid of me. I choose to stop speaking to myself like an enemy. This is where the peak begins. This is where the deepest shift opens. Because sometimes the greatest change is not outside you. It is not someone calling. It is not a door opening. It is not a sudden sign. Sometimes the greatest change is the moment your own inner voice stops hurting you. The moment you stop saying, "What is wrong with me?" The moment you stop saying, "I should be different by now." The moment you stop saying, "I am too much, too late, too broken, too slow." No, not tonight. Tonight you choose another voice. A voice that says, "I am learning." A voice that says, "I am still here." A voice that says, "I deserve kindness while I grow." I choose to stop speaking to myself like an enemy. I choose to become a friend to my own heart. If you are still wondering whether you deserve this peace, you do. You always have. Not because you did everything right, not because you never made mistakes, not because you are always calm, not because you never fall apart. You deserve peace because you are a living soul, because you feel, because you have carried, because you are here, breathing through another night, still willing to let love come near you. Breathe. I no longer abandon myself in hard moments. I stay with myself when I feel afraid. I stay with myself when I feel unsure. I stay with myself when I need comfort. I no longer abandon myself in hard moments. This is the heart of the invisible shift. This is the place where everything begins to change. Not because the world becomes perfect, but because you stop leaving yourself alone inside the pain. You stop turning against yourself when you need love. You stop disappearing from your own heart. You say, I am here. I am not going anywhere. I will breathe with you. I will wait with you. I will rest with you. I no longer abandon myself in hard moments. I become the safe presence I was waiting for. I let my deepest self be gentle and strong. I let softness and strength live together in me. I let my heart be tender without being powerless. I let my deepest self be gentle and strong. Breathe. You do not need to become hard to survive. You do not need to close your heart to be safe. You do not need to hide your tenderness to be respected. There is a strength that does not shout. There is a strength that can say no with calm. There is a strength that can rest without guilt. There is a strength that can stay open without losing itself. I let my deepest self be gentle and strong. I can be soft and still be safe. I can be kind and still be clear. I allow the next chapter to begin inside my own heart. I allow the next chapter to begin with one kinder thought. I allow the next chapter to begin before the outside proof arrives. I allow the next chapter to begin inside my own heart. Maybe this is how new chapters truly begin. Not with every page written, not with the whole road revealed, but with one inner decision. I will not hate myself through this. I will not rush my heart through this. I will not make my fear the author of my future. I allow the next chapter to begin inside my own heart. And this chapter can be softer. This chapter can be truer. This chapter can be guided by peace. Breathe. I am ready to receive comfort without pushing it away. I am ready to receive kindness without questioning it. I am ready to receive rest without guilt. I am ready to receive comfort without pushing it away. Let your body hear that. Comfort is allowed. Support is allowed. Gentleness is allowed. A softer life is allowed. You do not have to reject good things to stay safe. You do not have to keep your heart closed to protect yourself from disappointment. You can open slowly. You can receive slowly. You can trust slowly. I am ready to receive comfort without pushing it away. And if I can only receive a little tonight, that little is enough. I release the old belief that I must carry everything alone. I release the old belief that asking for comfort makes me weak. I release the old belief that love must be earned by exhaustion. I release the old belief that I must carry everything alone. Breathe. You were never meant to be only a pair of shoulders. You were never meant to hold every fear, every task, every memory, every dream, every disappointment with no softness around you. You are allowed to be supported. You are allowed to lean into peace. You are allowed to let some things be held by time, by rest, by patience, by quiet. by the gentle wisdom that comes when the body is no longer in a rush. I release the old belief that I must carry everything alone. Tonight, I let myself be supported by this breath. I become softer where I once became tense. I become calmer where I once became afraid. I become kinder where I once became harsh. I become softer where I once became tense. This is the invisible shift moving through you. It may begin in the shoulders. It may begin in the hands. It may begin in the stomach. It may begin in the space behind your eyes. It may begin in one sentence, one breath, one release. You do not need to feel it everywhere. You only need to allow it somewhere. I become softer where I once became tense, and that softness is enough to begin. Breathe. I let my life unfold without attacking the pace. I let the timing breathe. I let the path breathe. I let my own growth breathe. I let my life unfold without attacking the pace. Maybe you have been angry with yourself for not being further along. Maybe you have been measuring your life against a clock that was never kind to your heart. Maybe you have been asking, why not yet? Why not me? Why not now? Tonight, let the clock soften. Let the timeline loosen. Let your heart return to this moment. You are here. You are still becoming. You are not forgotten by your own life. I let my life unfold without attacking the pace. I give my journey more room. I am safe to be seen by my own heart. I am safe to look within with compassion. I am safe to notice what hurts without judging it. I am safe to be seen by my own heart. Breathe. There are parts of you that may have been waiting for your own kindness. Parts that do not need advice right away. Parts that do not need fixing right away. Parts that only need to be seen and not rejected. Tonight, you can look within softly, not like a judge, not like a critic, like someone holding a candle, like someone who has come to find what was left alone. I am safe to be seen by my own heart. I meet myself with a quiet yes. I let the weight of old expectations fall from me. I let the pressure to be perfect fall from me. I let the need to please everyone fall from me. I let the weight of old expectations fall from me. Imagine now a heavy cloak sliding from your shoulders. A cloak made of should be further, should be stronger, should be calmer, should be over it, should know better, should do more. Let that cloak slide down, let it fall. Let the shoulders remember their natural shape. Let the chest remember space. I let the weight of old expectations fall from me. I do not need to live under that heaviness tonight. Breathe. I am worthy of a peaceful inner life. I am worthy of thoughts that do not hurt me. I am worthy of rest that reaches deeper than the body. I am worthy of a peaceful inner life. This is not too much to ask. This is not selfish. This is not foolish. A peaceful inner life does not mean a life without feeling. It means a life where you are no longer cruel to yourself for feeling. It means a life where your own mind becomes safer to live in. It means a life where your heart can come out of hiding. I am worthy of a peaceful inner life. I allow that peaceful life to begin inside me now. I am willing to let tonight change me gently. I am willing to let rest teach me. I am willing to let softness open what pressure could not. I am willing to let tonight change me gently. Breathe, not by force, not by fear, not by demand, by calm, by breath, by warmth, by truth, by the quiet decision to stop wounding yourself with the same old thoughts. I am willing to let tonight change me gently. And if the change begins so quietly that only my soul can feel it, I still welcome it. I am not lost in my own life. I am learning to listen. I am learning to return. I am learning to choose the voice of peace. I am not lost in my own life. Even if the road feels unclear, you are not lost. Even if the answer feels far away, you are not lost. Even if you are in a quiet season, you are not lost. You are here. You are breathing. You are becoming more honest with your own heart. You are learning the way back to yourself. I am not lost in my own life. I am being gently returned to myself. Breathe. I let this moment love me as I am. I let this breath meet me without asking me to change first. I let this quiet hold me without asking for proof. I let this moment love me as I am. Nothing in this moment is demanding a perfect version of you. The breath is not asking. The night is not asking. The quiet is not asking. This moment is only offering self, a place to pause, a place to soften, a place to stop running. I let this moment love me as I am. I let it be enough. I trust the gentle shift more than the loud fear. I trust the small opening more than the old wall. I trust the soft truth more than the harsh story. I trust the gentle shift more than the loud fear. Breathe. Fear may be loud because it has been practiced, but loud does not mean true. The old story may return because it is familiar, but familiar does not mean final. The shift may feel small because it is new, but small does not mean weak. I trust the gentle shift more than the loud fear. I trust the quiet beginning. I trust the soft turning. And now, let all of these words gather in you like warm light under the skin. You do not need to repeat them perfectly. You do not need to remember them all. Just let the feeling remain. You are no longer forcing. You are no longer fighting. You are no longer standing outside your own heart. You are coming in. You are choosing to stop speaking to yourself like an enemy. You are choosing to stay with yourself in hard moments. You are choosing to receive tenderness before everything is fixed. You are choosing to let the invisible shift move through the quiet places. This is deep work, soft work, real work, and you are doing it now, without pressure, without noise, without needing anyone else to see. Breathe. Let one sentence stay with you as we move into stillness. I do not have to fight myself to become free. Again, slowly. I do not have to fight myself to become free. One more time, softer than before. I do not have to fight myself to become free. Let that rest in your heart. Let it move through your breath. Let it touch the tired place. Let it tell your body the fight can soften now. You do not have to fight yourself to become free. You can love yourself into the next breath, and the next, and the next. Now we become very still, very soft, very simple. There is nothing you need to do right now. Everything can wait. Just breathe. Let this moment be just for you, not for anyone you need to care for, not for the people you answer to, not for the world outside your door, just for you. This breath, this body, this quiet, this small place where your heart can rest. Take a slow breath in, hold it gently, and release again. Breathe in slowly, hold it softly, let it go. One more time. Breathe in like you are receiving warmth. Hold it like you are safe. Release it like you are putting something down. There is nothing you need to do right now. Let that sink in. Nothing to answer, nothing to solve, nothing to prepare, nothing to prove. Just this breath, just this moment, just you being held by quiet. Breathe. Now breathe in and silently hear the words, I am here. Hold gently and hear, I am safe. Breathe out and hear, I can soften. Again. Breathe in, I am here. Hold, I am safe. Breathe out, I can soften. Again, even slower. I am here. I am safe. I can soften. Let those words become less like words now. Let them become a feeling. Here, safe, soft. Here, safe, soft. Let your forehead smooth. Let the space around your eyes become quiet. Let your eyelids rest heavy if they want to. Let the little muscles in your face stop working so hard. You do not need to hold an expression for anyone. Let your jaw loosen. Let your tongue rest. Let the inside of your mouth become soft. If your teeth are touching, let them part just a little. Let the face become peaceful. Breathe in and out. Now let your neck soften. Let the back of the neck feel longer. Let the throat open gently. No need to speak, no need to explain, no need to hold back tears if they come, no need to make tears come if they do not. Everything is welcome, nothing is forced. Breathe in slowly, hold for a moment, release. Let your shoulders drop, not all at once, just a little. Let them remember they do not have to carry the whole world tonight. Let the left shoulder soften. Let the right shoulder soften. Let the space between the shoulders open. Everything can wait. Just breathe. Bring your attention to your chest, to the heart space, not trying to change anything, just noticing. Maybe it feels open, maybe it feels tight, maybe it feels quiet, maybe it feels tender. Whatever is there, meet it kindly. Breathe into the heart, very gently, as if your breath is a warm hand resting there. Breathe in, hold softly. Breathe out, again. Breathe in. Let the heart receive space. Hold. Let the heart know it is not alone. Release. Let the heart rest. Let this moment be enough. There is no better version of this moment needed. There is no perfect feeling you must reach. You are not failing if your mind still moves. You are not failing if your body still feels awake. You are not failing if your heart still has questions. You are here. That is enough. Now breathe in, and here I allow calm. Hold, and here I receive quiet. Breathe out, and here I release effort. Again, I allow calm. I receive quiet. I release effort. Again, I allow calm. I receive quiet. I release effort. Let your arms become heavy. Let the upper arms soften. Let the elbows loosen. Let the forearms rest. Let the wrists release. Let the hands unclench. Let the fingers curl naturally. You do not need to grip life right now. Your hands can rest. Your heart can rest. Your mind can rest. Breathe in, breathe out. Now bring your awareness to your belly. This soft center that has held so many feelings. Let it be. Do not pull it in. Do not judge it. Do not ask it to look a certain way. Let the belly be soft enough to breathe. Breathe low into the belly if you can. A slow inhale, a gentle hold, a long release. Again, breathe low, hold softly, release slowly. Let your body know it does not have to stay on guard. Let your body know this is a moment of rest. Let your body know it is not being asked to perform. It is only being invited to settle. If you are still wondering whether you deserve this peace, you do. You always have. You do not have to earn this breath. You do not have to earn this quiet. You do not have to earn the right to be gentle with yourself. You deserve peace while you are earning. You deserve peace while you are changing. You deserve peace while you are still unsure. You deserve peace because your heart is alive and it needs tenderness. Breathe that in. Hold it gently. Let it out. Now let your back soften, the upper back, the middle back, the lower back. All the places that have held silent tension. Let them sink. Let them be supported. Let the body feel that it does not have to hold itself up in this moment. Everything can wait. Every thought can wait. Every decision can wait. Every unfinished thing can wait. Right now, your only work is to breathe. And even that is already happening. Breathe in and hear. I let myself be supported. Hold and hear. I do not have to hold everything. Breathe out and hear. I rest into this moment. Again, I let myself be supported. I do not have to hold everything. I rest into this moment. Again, softer, supported, released, resting. Let your hips become heavy. Let your legs become quiet. Let your knees soften. Let your calves release. Let your ankles rest. Let your feet feel held. The feet have carried you through so much. Let them be still now. Imagine the whole body becoming like a soft shoreline at night. The waves come in. The waves go out. Nothing needs to be chased. Nothing needs to be held. Breath comes in. Breath goes out. You are here. You are safe here. Now we breathe in a slow circle. Inhale for peace. Hold for trust. Exhale for release. Inhale for peace. Hold for trust. Exhale for release. Inhale. Peace. Hold. Trust. Exhale. Release. Let the words become smaller now. Peace. Trust. Release. Peace. Trust. Release. Peace. Trust. Release. You do not need to think deeply anymore. You do not need to understand the whole message. Let the body receive it for you. Let the heart receive it for you. Let the quiet receive it for you. There is nothing to chase. There is nowhere else to be. No one else to become right now. Only this soft moment. Only this slow breath. Only the gentle truth that you are allowed to rest. Breathe in and feel the air enter. Breathe out and feel the body soften. Breathe in and let the chest rise. Breathe out and let the shoulders fall. Breathe in and invite inner peace. Breathe out and release the day. Again, breathe in. Peace comes closer. Breathe out. The day grows lighter. Again, breathe in. Peace comes closer. Breathe out. The day grows lighter. Now let the silence between the words become part of the healing space. Not medical healing, not forced healing, emotional healing, inner softening. A gentle support for the part of you that has been asking for rest. Let the silence hold you. Let the silence hold your breath. Let the silence hold your heart. You are safe here. You are safe to be quiet. You are safe to need nothing. You are safe to let the words become slow. You are safe to drift. Now place one gentle thought in your heart. I can rest now. Not as an affirmation to force, as a soft permission. I can rest now. Again. I can rest now. Once more. I can rest now. Let it become a lullaby inside you. I can rest now. I can rest now. I can rest now. Everything can wait. The morning can wait. The answer can wait. The message can wait. The task can wait. The world can wait. This breath is here now. Breathe in slowly. Hold, release, breathe in, hold, release, breathe in, hold, release. Now let your whole body be felt as one soft field of life, not separate parts, not tense places, one body, one breath, one quiet field, a field under moonlight, still, open, resting. No need to fix the field, no need to make it bloom tonight, no need to pull anything from the soil. Just let it rest. Let the quiet nourish it. Let the night cover it gently. Let the hidden places receive what they need. You are allowed to rest before you see the result. You are allowed to soften before you know the answer. You are allowed to trust before everything makes sense. Let that sink in. Let it rest in your heart. You are allowed to rest before you see the result. You are allowed to soften before you know the answer. You are allowed to trust before everything makes sense. Now breathe in and imagine kindness entering. Breathe out and imagine pressure leaving. Kindness in, pressure out. Kindness in, pressure out. Kindness in, pressure out. So simple now. So soft, nothing complicated, nothing heavy, just kindness in, pressure out. Now let this moment widen. Let it become spacious around you, like a sky with no edge. You do not need to fill it. You do not need to explain it. You can simply rest under it. Your thoughts may become softer now, or they may keep moving. Either is okay. Let them move in the distance, like small lights far away. You do not need to walk toward every light. You can stay here. You can stay with the breath. Breathe in. Stay. Breathe out. Soften. Breathe in. Stay. Breathe out. Soften. Breathe in. Stay. Breathe out. Soften. There is nothing you need to do right now. Everything can wait. You are safe here. Just breathe. And if your heart wants one more gentle question, let it be this. What would become possible if I stopped being so hard on myself tonight? Do not search for an answer. Let the question float. Let it drift. Let it rest somewhere deep. Maybe the answer is peace. Maybe the answer is sleep. Maybe the answer is a softer morning. Maybe the answer is a new way of listening to yourself. Maybe the answer does not need words. Let the question float away now. You do not need to keep it. You do not need to solve it. Everything can wait. Now return to the body. Forehead soft, jaw soft, shoulders soft, chest soft, belly soft, hands soft, legs soft, feet soft, breath soft. Again, forehead soft, jaw soft, shoulders soft, chest soft, belly soft, hands soft, legs soft, feet soft, breath soft. One more time, slower. Soft face, soft throat, soft heart, soft belly, soft hands, soft legs, soft breath. Let the whole body hear it. Soft, safe, still, soft, safe, still, soft, safe, still. You do not need to climb toward peace. You can sink into it. You do not need to reach for rest. You can allow it to come close. You do not need to make the invisible shift happen. You can stop blocking it with pressure. The shift is quiet. The breath is quiet. The heart is quieting too. Breathe in. Hold gently. Release. Breathe in. Hold gently. Release. Breathe in. Hold gently. Release. There is nothing you need to do right now. Let that be the resting place. There is nothing you need to do right now. Everything can wait. Let that be the soft blanket. Everything can wait. Just breathe. Let that be the path. Just breathe. You are safe here. Let that be the truth. You are safe here. Let the stillness deepen now. Let the spaces between the words become longer. Let the body understand that it can slow down. Let the heart understand that it can rest. Let the mind understand that it is not needed for a little while. You are here. You are breathing. You are held by the quiet. You are here. You are breathing. You are held by the quiet. You are here. You are breathing. You are held by the quiet. Stay with this softness. Stay with this breath. Stay with this gentle place inside you that has begun to open. Nothing else is needed right now. Nothing else is asked of you. Nothing else has to be carried in this moment. Only breath, only quiet, only the soft, invisible shift moving beneath the surface. Let it move, let it rest, let it be, and breathe. And now, in this quiet place inside you, let the deeper words arrive, not as pressure, not as something you must believe perfectly, just as soft truth coming closer. Let your heart be open enough to hear. Let your breath be slow enough to receive. Let your body be calm enough to remember. You have carried so much. You have waited so long. You have tried to understand so many things. And still, here you are, still breathing, still softening, still willing. That matters. I honor the strength it took for me to arrive here. I honor the quiet courage that brought me into this moment. I honor the part of me that kept going, even when no one saw how tired I was. Let that rest in your heart. You are not weak because you needed comfort. You are not weak because you paused. You are not weak because you felt deeply. You are not weak because you wanted life to feel softer. There is a quiet courage in staying open. There is a quiet courage in choosing peace when the mind is used to fear. There is a quiet courage in letting yourself be loved by gentle words. I honor the strength it took for me to arrive here. Not the loud strength, not the strength that hides all pain, the real strength. The kind that says, I am still here. The kind that says, I am willing to become kinder to myself. The kind that says, I do not want to keep living against my own heart. That strength is in you now. It has always been there. And tonight, you are finally letting it be soft. Breathe. I am no longer required to be hard on myself to feel in control. I am no longer required to tighten my whole body to feel prepared. I am no longer required to keep my heart guarded to feel safe. Let this truth move slowly. Control is not always safety. Tension is not always protection. A closed heart is not always wisdom. Sometimes safety begins when the body learns it can soften. Sometimes trust begins when the breath is allowed to deepen. Sometimes freedom begins when you no longer punish yourself for needing gentleness. I am no longer required to be hard on myself to feel in control. You can care without clenching. You can prepare without panic. You can choose without fear leading every step. You can be responsible and still be kind to your own heart. You can move through life with a softer inner hand. You do not need to grip yourself into becoming. You can hold yourself with care. The love I was waiting for can begin with the way I treat myself tonight. The kindness I wanted can begin in my own inner voice. The peace I hoped someone would give me can begin as one tender breath inside me. This does not mean you never need others. It does not mean you must do everything alone. It simply means your heart no longer has to wait outside in the cold. You can open the door from within. You can let your own warmth come near. You can become less lonely inside yourself. The love I was waiting for can begin with the way I treat myself tonight. Let that be gentle. Let it be simple. Maybe you do not know how to love yourself perfectly. That is okay. You can begin by not hurting yourself with the next thought. You can begin by not calling yourself names inside your mind. You can begin by placing one hand near the heart and saying, I am listening now. That is love. Quiet love. Real love. Love that changes the room inside you. Breathe. I let my spirit stop apologizing for needing rest. I let my heart stop feeling guilty for wanting peace. I let my body stop explaining why it is tired. You are allowed to need rest. You are allowed to need quiet. You are allowed to need softness. You are allowed to step away from the noise inside your own mind. I let my spirit stop apologizing for needing rest. You do not need to apologize to the night. You do not need to apologize to your breath. You do not need to apologize to your heart. Your need for rest is not a flaw. It is a message. It is a doorway. It is the place where your deeper self is asking to be cared for. And tonight, you are answering. You are answering with stillness. You are answering with kindness. You are answering by staying here. I am learning that my softness is not something to hide. I am learning that my tender heart is not a mistake. I am learning that feeling deeply does not make me less whole. Let this one reach the places that have tried to be hard for too long. You do not have to be made of stone. You do not have to act untouched. You do not have to hide every ache behind a calm face. There is beauty in your tenderness. There is wisdom in your sensitivity. There is life in the part of you that still feels. Breathe. I am learning that my softness is not something to hide. Your softness can guide you. Your softness can show you what matters. Your softness can help you know when something is kind and when something is not. Your softness is not weakness. It is a quiet kind of truth. It is the part of you that still knows how to receive wonder. It is the part of you that still knows how to be moved. It is the part of you that still wants to love life, even after everything. I give my heart permission to stop carrying what was never mine to hold. I give my heart permission to release the weight of other people's moods. I give my heart permission to stop holding the blame that does not belong to me. Let that sink in. Some things were never yours to carry. Some reactions were never your responsibility. Some pain was not proof that you failed. Some silence was not proof that you were unworthy. Some closed doors were not a judgment on your soul. I give my heart permission to stop carrying what was never mine to hold. You can care about people without becoming their weather. You can love people without carrying every storm they bring. You can be kind without losing the sound of your own needs. You can release the old weight, not with anger, not with blame, with a slow breath, with a quiet enough, with a soft return to yourself. I allow a new peace to rise where old fear used to live. I allow a calm space to open where worry used to repeat itself. I allow tenderness to enter the places that learn to stay closed. This is a deep shift. This is not surface peace. This is not pretending. This is the gentle turning of the inner life. The place where fear used to sit can become a place of breath. The place where shame used to speak can become a place of mercy. The place where pressure used to rule can become a place of rest. Breathe. I allow a new peace to rise where old fear used to live. Maybe it rises slowly. Maybe it rises like warmth through cold hands. Maybe it rises like music heard from another room. Maybe it rises like a quiet blue morning after a long night. You do not need to hurry it. You do not need to name it. You only need to make room. A little room, a small space, an open breath. That is enough for peace to begin. I am not the person my fear said I had to be. I am not limited to the shape of my old worry. I am not trapped inside the version of me that learned to survive. Let this be powerful. Let it be gentle. The old version of you was doing its best. The guarded version, the tense version, the overthinking version, the version that tried to control everything so nothing would hurt again. Do not hate that version. Thank it. Hold it softly. Then let it know it does not have to lead forever. I am not the person my fear said I had to be. You can become calmer than your fear expected. You can become freer than your old story allowed. You can become softer than your pain thought was possible. You can become more open, more honest, more rested, more deeply at home in yourself. And this becoming does not need to happen loudly. It can begin right here, in the breath, in the quiet, in the invisible shift that changes everything overnight, one soft inner choice at a time. Breathe. I am worthy of kindness before I can explain my pain. I am worthy of patience before I understand my next step. I am worthy of peace before I know how everything will unfold. Let this one become a warm place. You do not need a perfect explanation to deserve care. You do not need to make your feelings sound acceptable. You do not need to prove that you have suffered enough. Your heart does not need to present evidence before it is allowed to rest. I am worthy of kindness before I can explain my pain. Maybe you do not have the words. Maybe your feelings are tangled. Maybe you only know that something in you is tired. That is enough. Your tiredness is enough to be met softly. Your silence is enough to be respected. Your confusion is enough to be held with patience. You do not need to explain yourself to receive gentleness tonight. I release the inner voice that keeps asking me to be impossible. I release the voice that asks me to never need, never hurt, never pause, never fall. I release the voice that expects perfection before compassion. That voice has been too heavy, too sharp, too narrow for your living heart. You are not here to be impossible. You are here to be real. You are here to be human. You are here to learn how to belong to yourself in a kinder way. Breathe. I release the inner voice that keeps asking me to be impossible, and in its place, I invite a softer voice, a voice that says, slow down, a voice that says, you are allowed to need time, a voice that says, you can learn gently, a voice that says, your heart matters here, a voice that says, stay with yourself. This softer voice does not rush you. It walks beside you. It sits with you. It waits with you. It loves you while you become. I choose to meet my life from the inside out. I choose to let my inner world become warmer first. I choose to let my next steps come from calm, not from panic. This is not about controlling everything outside you. This is about changing the place you stand inside yourself. If you stand in fear, every path looks frightening. If you stand in shame, every step feels heavy. If you stand in kindness, even a small step can feel possible. I choose to meet my life from the inside out. Tonight, the inside becomes softer. Tonight, the inside becomes more open. Tonight, the inside becomes less cruel. And from that softer place, your life may begin to feel different. Not because every outer thing changes at once, but because you are no longer meeting life from the same wound. You are meeting it from a quieter center, a kinder center, a center that can breathe. I let grace find me in simple ways. I let grace find me in the next breath. I let grace find me in a moment of ease. I let grace find me in the quiet release of one old thought. Grace does not need to be dramatic. It may come as a little less pressure, a little more room, a little softer feeling in the chest, a little more ability to rest, a little more trust in this moment. Breathe. I let grace find me in simple ways. Maybe grace is not a sudden answer tonight. Maybe grace is the fact that you stayed. Maybe grace is the fact that you listened. Maybe grace is the fact that something and you did not give up on peace. Maybe grace is this slow return to your own heart. Do not call it small. A small grace can open a whole night. I am allowed to outgrow the way I once protected myself. I am allowed to leave behind the old shield when my heart is ready. I am allowed to choose a softer kind of safety. You may have protected yourself with distance, with silence, with overthinking, with pleasing, with being strong all the time. And maybe those ways helped you survive certain seasons. But now, gently, you're allowed to ask if they still serve you. I am allowed to outgrow the way I once protected myself. You can thank the old shield. You can honor why it came. And then, when you are ready, you can lower it a little. Not all the way, not before your heart feels safe. Just a little, enough to let air in, enough to let peace in, enough to let your real self breathe. I let the deep place within me remember calm. I let the quiet place within me remember trust. I let the loving place within me remember how to open. There is a deep place in you that has not been destroyed by hard days. There is a quiet place in you that has been waiting under the noise. There is a loving place in you that may feel covered, but not gone. Tonight, you are not creating peace from nothing. You are remembering what has always been possible inside you. Breathe. I let the deep place within me remember calm, not forced calm, not pretend calm. The kind of calm that feels like a warm stone in your hand, steady, simple, present. The kind of calm that does not need to answer every question. The kind of calm that says, I can be with this moment. The kind of calm that may help you feel steadier as you rest. I am free to stop making every feeling a problem. I am free to feel without blaming myself. I am free to let emotions move without turning them into a life sentence. You can have a feeling and still be safe. You can have a feeling and still be whole. You can have a feeling and still be moving toward peace. I am free to stop making every feeling a problem. If sadness comes, it can be met. If fear comes, it can be softened. If anger comes, it can be listened to with care. If grief comes, it can be held gently. Feelings are not failures, they are visitors. They move more easily when they are not hated. They soften when they are allowed space. They pass through when you stop locking them in shame. Breathe. I let my future be touched by the kindness I choose now. I let the next morning receive the softness I practice tonight. I let the days ahead be shaped by a gentler relationship with myself. This moment matters, not because it has to be perfect, but because every kind choice plants something. Every soft breath leaves a trace. Every moment of not turning against yourself opens a new path inside you. I let my future be touched by the kindness I choose now. Maybe tomorrow you wake with one easier breath. Maybe you speak to yourself with one less sharp word. Maybe you pause before reacting. Maybe you remember that you are allowed to soften, that is change. That is movement. That is the quiet power of tonight becoming part of tomorrow. I am more than what happened. I am more than what I lost. I am more than what I fear. I am more than the heavy chapter I have been trying to understand. Let these words become strong but soft. You are more. More than the day that broke your heart. More than the moment that made you doubt yourself. More than the silence that hurt you. More than the mistake you still replay. More than the old name fear gave you. Breathe. I am more than what happened. Your spirit is not reduced to one season. Your worth is not locked inside one memory. Your life is not finished because one road became hard. There is more breath in you, more love in you, more softness in you, more quiet courage in you, more becoming in you. And tonight, the deeper part of you is remembering. I let my heart believe in gentle beginnings again. I let my spirit trust small openings again. I let my breath become a bridge into a softer life. You do not need a giant sign. You do not need a perfect plan. You do not need to feel certain. A gentle beginning can be enough. I let my heart believe in gentle beginnings again. A beginning can be one honest breath. A beginning can be resting without guilt for one moment. A beginning can be catching one harsh thought and choosing not to follow it. A beginning can be whispering, I want to be kinder to myself. A beginning can be this night, this softness, this listening, this quiet return. I am held in a love that does not ask me to perform. I am held in a kindness that does not need me to impress it. I am held in a tenderness that meets me as I am. Let this be the peak of the heart. Let it come close. You do not need to perform for peace. You do not need to act healed. You do not need to sound wise. You do not need to hide the part of you that still aches. You can be real here. I am held in a love that does not ask me to perform. You can stop pretending you are not tired. You can stop pretending you have no fear. You can stop pretending you do not need comfort. You can stop pretending your heart does not long for softness. Here, you are allowed to be exactly as you are and still be worthy, still be precious, still be welcome, still be held. Breathe. I do not have to fight myself to be worthy of freedom. I do not have to hurt myself to become better. I do not have to reject myself to grow. Let this truth move through every tired place. Freedom does not come from self-attack. Freedom comes from a new relationship with yourself. A relationship where you can speak with care. A relationship where you can notice pain without becoming cruel. A relationship where you can change without hatred. I do not have to fight myself to be worthy of freedom. You can be free with a soft heart. You can change with a warm voice. You can grow with patience. You can begin again with love. The old fight can end. The old war inside you can quiet down. The old habit of turning against yourself can loosen, not all at once, but enough for this breath, enough for this knee, enough for the invisible shift to keep moving. I let this be the night I stop leaving myself behind. I let this be the night I turn toward my own heart. I let this be the night I choose to stay with me. And if a part of you doubts this, let it be here. You do not need to force belief. You do not need to push doubt away. Doubt can sit quietly beside you while you breathe. Doubt can soften in its own time. You can let the words reach you gently, even if only a little. I let this be the night I stop leaving myself behind. No more running from the ache. No more shaming the need. No more abandoning the tender place. You are here now. You are with yourself now. You are learning a new way now. And this is powerful. Not because it is loud, because it is true. Breathe. I rise from this night with more mercy for myself. I rise from this quiet with more room in my heart. I rise from this softness with less need to fight what I feel. Not forcing, not promising, just allowing. This night may support your healing journey. This quiet may invite inner peace. This breath may help you feel calmer. This tenderness may open a new way inside you. I rise from this night with more mercy for myself. And even before morning comes, mercy can begin. Mercy in the way you speak to yourself. Mercy in the way you let yourself rest. Mercy in the way you forgive your own slowness. Mercy in the way you do not demand perfection from a heart that is learning how to be safe. Now let the peak become soft. Let the strongest words settle. Let them stop being something you listen to and become something you feel. You are not here to fight yourself. You are not here to prove your worth. You are not here to carry old pain alone. You are not here to perform peace. You are here to return, to breathe, to soften, to be held. Let this final peak sentence rest in you. The love I give myself tonight becomes the doorway to the life I am ready to receive. Again, slower. The tenderness I offer myself now becomes the doorway to the peace I am learning to receive. One more time, softer. The kindness I choose inside me becomes the doorway to a gentler life. Let that rest. Let it rest in your heart. Let it rest in your body. Let it rest in the quiet place beneath thought. You do not need to do anything with it. Just breathe. Now we come down slowly, like a feather finding the ground, like a song becoming a hum, like a candle flame becoming steady after the wind has passed. You do not need to hold the height of that feeling. You do not need to keep reaching for it. Let it settle into you. Let it become warm and simple. Let it become part of your breath. Imagine a small harbor at night. The water is dark and calm. The boats are resting. The ropes are loose, but secure. Nothing is trying to travel right now. Nothing is trying to prove how far it can go. The harbor does not shame the boats for resting. The harbor does not ask the water to hurry. The harbor simply holds, quietly, steadily. And this is what your inner world can become now. A harbor. A quiet place where every tired part of you can come in from the waves. Breathe. Maybe you have been out on rough water for a long time, moving from thought to thought, trying to keep balance, trying to read the sky, trying to guess the next storm. But now the boat is coming in. Now the ropes are soft in your hands. Now there is a place to rest. You do not need to sail all night. You do not need to cross the whole ocean before you are allowed to be still. The harbor is here. The breath is here. The quiet is here. Let that image stay with you. A dark harbor, gentle water, one small lamp near the shore, not bright enough to blind you, just bright enough to guide you home. The pressure can loosen now. The old tightness can loosen now. The part of you that believed it had to stay ready for everything can loosen now. Not because life has no movement, but because this moment is asking for rest. The harbor is holding you. The breath is holding you. The night is holding you. Earlier, your heart began to soften. Now that softness can become shelter. Earlier, your breath gave you a place to return. Now that breath can become a quiet rhythm. Earlier, you let old pressure fall. Now you can leave it on the shore. You do not need to carry it into the water again tonight. Breathe. The old story does not need to sleep beside you. The sharp words do not need to follow you into rest. The unfinished fears do not need to lie down in your chest. They can stay outside the harbor. They can wait in the distance. They do not need to enter this soft inner place. You can remember your strength without becoming tense. You can remember your tenderness without becoming afraid. You can remember your dreams without chasing them tonight. You can remember your worth without proving it. This is the new depth. This is the softer way. Not forgetting life, not escaping life, meeting life from a place that does not hurt you first. Let your breathing become the tide. In, out, near, far, rising, falling. The water does not apologize for moving slowly. The tide does not explain itself. Your breath does not need to impress anyone. It only needs to be received. The part of you that wanted kindness is being met. The part of you that wanted rest is being heard. The part of you that wanted a new beginning is being given one quietly, not through effort, through allowing, not through pushing, through receiving. And now, let us gather the earlier truths in a new way. Not by repeating the same words, by letting them come back dressed in deeper peace. Breathe. The place inside you that was tense can learn a calmer shape. The place inside you that was tired can remember how to be held. The place inside you that was afraid can sit beside trust, even if trust is still small. Let this be enough. A calmer shape, a softer holding, a little trust beside the fear. The door of your heart does not have to swing open all at once. It can open like a shell in warm water, slowly, carefully, naturally. The opening is still real, even when it is small. Your life does not need to shout proof at you tonight. Proof may come later. Peace can come now. Understanding may come later. Breath can come now. The next step may come later. Rest can come now. You can be in process and still belong to yourself. You can be uncertain and still be deeply worthy. You can be quiet and still be growing. You can be resting and still be moving inwardly. This is the invisible work. This is the soft work. This is the night work. Let the harbor hold every part that has returned. The part that overthought. The part that hoped. The part that feared. The part that tried. The part that waited. The part that wanted someone to say, "You do not have to carry it all now." Let all those parts come home. Let them rest. There is another image now. A closed book on a bedside table, not finished forever, just closed for the night. You do not need to read every page again. You do not need to turn back to every hard chapter. You do not need to understand the whole story before you sleep. Some pages can wait. Some answers can wait. Some endings can wait. The book can close. The heart can rest. Breathe. Maybe tomorrow one page will open with more clarity. Maybe tomorrow a sentence will make more sense. Maybe tomorrow your heart will know one gentle thing it did not know tonight. But not now. Now is for closing the book. Now is for breathing. Now is for letting the lamp stay low. Now is for resting in the harbor. A quiet life inside you is not an empty life. It is a life with more space, more room between thought and reaction, more room between feeling and fear, more room between pain and self-judgment, more room for love to come in without being pushed away. Let this space grow around you, a little around the head, a little around the heart, a little around the belly, a little around the hands. Space does not need to be filled. Space can simply be space. You have been learning to stop gripping. Now you can practice being held. You have been learning to stop chasing. Now you can practice letting peace come near. You have been learning to stop fighting yourself. Now you can practice staying. Staying with your breath. Staying with your heart. Staying with the softer truth. Breathe. The softer truth says you are not too late. The softer truth says you are not too heavy to be held. The softer truth says you are not too complicated for kindness. The softer truth says the night can still be gentle with you. Let this be a longer pause now, a deeper pause, a place where you do not need to think about what was said, a place where the words can simply melt into the body. Let the harbor become still. Let the lamp stay low. Let the closed book rest. Let your body know. Nothing more is needed right now. Breathe. And as the energy comes down, notice how calm does not have to be dramatic. It may be very small. It may be a little less tightness in your jaw, a little more weight in your hands, a little more softness behind the eyes, a little less need to follow every thought. Small calm counts. Small rest counts. Small mercy counts. The invisible shift is not asking you to become someone else overnight. It is inviting you to stop being unkind to the person you are tonight. That is enough. That is deep enough. That can change the way the whole inner room feels. You can let your heart say, I am done arguing with this moment. You can let your body say, I am ready to be heavy. You can let your mind say, I do not need to keep watch. You can let your spirit say, I will be gentle now. The harbor is quiet. The water is quiet. The book is closed. The lamp is low. Your breath is steadying. Your body is listening. Your heart is coming home. Breathe. And now as we move toward rest, carry only what feels light enough to carry. A softer breath, a kinder tone, a little more mercy, a little more space. A quiet trust that something in you has already begun to change. Not loudly, not for anyone else, for you, inside you, gently. Stay with that. Stay with the harbor. Stay with the breath. Stay with the soft lamp. Stay with the part of you that does not need to sail anymore tonight. Everything is slowing now. Everything is softening now. Everything is becoming simple. Now let the body become the path. No more reaching. No more thinking deeply. Only the body. Only the breath. Only rest coming closer. You are drifting now, deeper, softer, safe. Begin with the feet. Feel your feet resting. The toes soften, the arches soften, the heels become heavy. Your feet have carried you through another day. Now they can stop. Now they can be still. Breathe in slowly for 1. Breathe out slowly for 1. Feel your ankles release. Loose, quiet. No need to hold, no need to prepare. Your ankles rest. Your feet rest. The ground of the body becomes calm. Breathe in for 2. Breathe out for 2. Now let the calves soften. Let the lower legs become heavy. Let any effort drain down and away. The legs do not need to move. They do not need to take you anywhere. They can be still now. You are drifting now. Deeper, softer, safe. Let the knees soften. No holding, no locking. No tension needed, just soft joints, quiet legs, a body allowed to rest. Breathe in for 3, breathe out for 3. Let the thighs become heavy, let the muscles release, let the legs feel warm and still. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. The lower body rests. The legs rest. You rest. I let the night lower my body into calm. I let rest gather around my legs. I let every step from today fade into quiet. Now bring awareness to the hips. Let the hips become heavy. Let the body sink. Let the weight of the day move downward. You do not need to hold yourself above life right now. You can be supported. Breathe in for 4. Breathe out for 4. Let the lower back soften. Let the middle back soften. Let the upper back soften. All across the back, let the body release the hidden work of holding. You are not carrying the day anymore. You are not carrying tomorrow. You are resting now. I let support rise beneath me. I let the back of my body be held. I let hidden tension melt at its own gentle pace. Now soften the belly. Let it rise. Let it fall. No judgment, no holding, no pulling in, only breath, only warmth, only a soft center becoming quiet. Breathe in for 5. Breathe out for 5. Let the chest soften. Let the ribs move gently. Let the heart space become less guarded. There is no need to protect yourself from this quiet. There is no need to stay tight. The heart can rest behind the breath. You are drifting now, deeper, softer, safe. Let the shoulders drop again. Maybe they have been holding more than you knew. Let the left shoulder soften. Let the right shoulder soften. Let the collarbones become wide and quiet. Let the neck feel free. Breathe in for 6. Breathe out for 6. Let the arms become heavy. Upper arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, hands, each finger soft. Each palm open, nothing to grip, nothing to hold, nothing to protect. I place the day down. I place the worry down. I place the old effort down. My hands are free to rest. Now soften the throat. No words needed, No explaining, no defending, no repeating old conversations. The throat can rest, the voice can rest, the silence can hold everything kindly. Breathe in for 7. Breathe out for 7. Let the jaw loosen, let the mouth soften, let the cheeks relax, let the nose and eyes soften, let the forehead become smooth, let the space between the eyebrows release. You are drifting now, deeper, softer, safe. Let the scalp soften. Let the top of the head feel light. Let the whole face become peaceful, as if sleep is touching you gently, not pulling, not forcing, just inviting. I allow my mind to grow quiet enough for rest. I allow my thoughts to move farther away. I allow sleep to come when my body is ready. Now feel the whole body, feet soft, legs heavy, hips resting, belly breathing, heart quiet, shoulders low, hands open, face smooth, mind slowing. Breathe in for 8, breathe out for 8, and again, in, out, and again, in, out. Now the final affirmations become very simple. Let them arrive slowly. Let them float. Let them fade. My body may rest without permission from the world. My body may become heavy and peaceful now. My body may receive this quiet as gentle support. My mind may step away from old noise. My mind may release the need to finish every thought. My mind may float towards stillness. My heart may stop guarding every doorway. My heart may lie down in the softness of this night. My heart may be comforted by the simplest breath. My spirit may feel less alone in this silence. My spirit may remember that gentleness is available. My spirit may rest in the quiet of being here. I allow sleep to approach in its own time. I allow rest to gather slowly. I allow the night to guide me down into softness. You are drifting now, deeper, softer, safe. The feet are resting. The legs are resting. The belly is resting. The heart is resting. The hands are resting. The face is resting. The mind is resting. Breathe in softly. Breathe out slowly. Breathe in softly. Breathe out slowly. Breathe in softly. Breathe out slowly. There is no need to follow the words perfectly now. They can become like waves, coming close, moving away, coming close, moving away. You, man, hear them. You may drift under them. You may sleep. You may simply rest. All of it is okay. Let the whole body sink. Let the whole body soften. Let the whole body be held by this quiet night. A gentle calm may move through the feet. A gentle calm may move through the legs. A gentle calm may move through the chest. A gentle calm may move through the face. A gentle calm may move through the mind. You are drifting now, deeper, softer, safe. No force, no effort, no reaching, no holding, only breath, only rest, only soft darkness, only the quiet body receiving peace. And if sleep is coming, let it come. If rest is coming first, let rest come first. If the mind is still awake, let it float without judgment. There is no wrong way to receive this moment. The invisible shift can continue while you rest. The soft change can continue under the surface. The heart can keep loosening. The body can keep settling. The mind can keep quieting. You do not need to stay awake to help it. Sleep may come like a slow tide. Rest may come like warm rain. Peace may come like a low song in the dark. Let it come how it comes. Let it be enough. You are drifting now. Deeper, softer, safe, down into quiet, down into warmth, down into stillness, down into rest. The day is far now. The noise is far now. The pressure is far now. The old fight is far now. Only breath, only softness, only sleep drawing near. Now the words become very slow, very simple, very soft. Let them circle gently. Let them return like waves. Let them stay with you only as much as you need. I let the quiet change continue within me. The quiet change does not need my effort. The quiet change may keep unfolding while I rest. My heart can learn a softer rhythm. My heart can move with less fear. My heart can rest inside this softer rhythm. I release the need to hold the night together. The night can hold itself, and I can be held by the quiet. I welcome peace in the places that are ready. I welcome calm in the places that can receive it. I welcome softness in the places that no longer need to fight. My breath leads me gently inward. My breath carries me away from noise. My breath guides me toward rest. I am allowed to be still. I am allowed to be quiet. I am allowed to disappear into rest for a while. A kinder morning may find me. A softer thought may greet me. A gentler feeling may meet me when I wake. I let love stay near while I sleep. I let tenderness stay near while I rest. I let comfort stay near while I drift. Nothing more is required of me tonight. No more proving, no more pushing, no more carrying. The invisible shift that changes everything overnight can begin as a single peaceful breath. A single peaceful breath can become a softer night. A softer night can become a gentler beginning. Now again, even slower. I let the quiet change continue within me. It moves softly. It moves kindly. It moves without force. my heart can learn a softer rhythm, not rushed, not afraid, not alone. I release the need to hold the night together. The night is wide. The night is gentle. The night can carve what I put down. I welcome peace in the places that are ready, only where it feels natural, only where it feels kind, only as much as my body can receive. My breath leads me gently inward, back to stillness, back to warmth, back to the quiet center. I am allowed to be still, still enough to rest, still enough to soften, still enough to feel held. A kinder morning may find me, not perfect, not forced, just kinder. I let love stay near while I sleep, near my heart, near my breath, near the quiet places within me. Nothing more is required of me tonight. I have listened, I have softened, I have arrived. The invisible shift can begin as a single peaceful breath, and this breath is enough. This breath is enough. This breath is enough. One final time now, even softer, almost like a whisper inside the heart. Quiet change continues. The heart finds a softer rhythm. The night holds what I release. Peace enters where it can. The breath leads inward. Stillness is allowed. A kinder morning may come. Love stays near. Nothing more is required. This breath is enough. Which line touched your heart the most? You can share it in the comments if you want to. Maybe someone else will read your words and feel less alone tonight. And if these words helped you, you are welcome to join this space. Come back whenever your heart needs softness. Come back whenever the night feels heavy. Come back whenever you need a quiet voice to remind you that you do not have to fight yourself to be worthy of peace. For now, there is nothing more to reach for, nothing more to prove, nothing more to become. Let the words fade. Let the breath slow. Let the body rest. You are drifting now, deeper, softer, safe. The door inside you has opened quietly. The harbor is still. The book is closed. The lamp is low. The breath is soft. The heart is resting. Rest now. Let the night be gentle. The quiet change has already begun.